As you know, we were able to have church last Sunday morning. What a blessing it was. I can't tell you, I got choked up when we had that first congregational song. Couldn't even sing until the second verse, but it was such a blessing to be together as a church family. I want to just recap a little bit. We did everything that we know how to do to make sure that everybody was safe. We sat in every other row so that there was nobody around you to violate the social distancing. We had no more than 2 families per row. One section was marked off for the 11 o'clock service. One section was marked off for the 9:30 service. So nobody sat in a seat that had previously been occupied. All of our doors were propped open, both entry doors and doors into the auditorium. The entire building was blocked off with the exception of the restrooms, and our restrooms were sanitized between services. Our seats were disinfected between services. I just wanted you to know that we're doing everything that we can to make our church services safe and protective. That's the reason that we canceled services early on. Didn't have anything to do with the governor's order, because we have a constitutional right to freedom of religion, but it did have to do with my concern for keeping our church family safe and protected. It might occur to you that some wore masks and some didn't. In the executive order, places of worship are exempt from the requirement of wearing masks, but if you're comfortable with a mask, certainly some did and some didn't. I do want to mention that the seating arrangements that we provided makes you more than the 6 feet that they say the virus can travel. You are more than 6 feet away from the person behind you or those who might be in the row with you. And so we've tried to observe all of that. But once again, I want to tell you that we would love to have you come, but if you're still not comfortable coming, then we will live stream the 11 o'clock. We love you, we miss you. If you're sick, obviously, we don't want you to come. If you're home coughing, for instance, Jeremiah's wife, Christy, had a sinus infection. They tested her for the virus and she was negative, but just because she had a little bit of a cough, she stayed home last Sunday so that nobody would feel uncomfortable. We want our church to be safe. We want our church family to be able to worship without being afraid. But on the other hand, I am so excited that we're able to worship together. I want you to know that whether you are able to come or not, we miss you, we love you, and we're looking forward to the time when all of us can be back together and nobody will be afraid. God bless you. Have a great week.